Welcome, my dear friends. I would like to welcome you all in today's again interesting video. That video is regarding the answer of important question asked many times in the subject of anatomy, that is Rachana Sharir, for the first year BMS students. Now I will make the different videos which will give the ready-made answers to different questions asked in the university examination papers. So today's topic describes the knee joint anatomy, which is asked repeatedly in many university exams for the first year BMS students. So you can see myself is Professor Dr. Rajendra Deshpande. I am MD in Ayurvedic medicine, that is internal medicine, and MD in Ayurvedic physiology. This is my WhatsApp number 922681060. You can see actually the knee joint is made up of the femur, thigh bone, and tibia and fibula, that is the leg bones. The whole structure is supported with different ligaments and different meniscus. Menisci is a plural and meniscus is a singular. So we are going to discuss all these things in detail. So describe knee joint. This is for LAQ, that is the 10 marks or 15 marks. In Ayurveda, it is called as the Janu Sandhi, which is a site for Shleshmaka Kapha, and also the Vata Dosha Vruddhi. When Shleshak Kapha is less in the old age, that is called as a Dhatu Kshejanya Vata Prakop, and you get the knee joint pain. This is, you can see, femur. Can you see over here? Then I will go from anti-clockwise. Anterior cruciate ligament, here you can see, and posterior cruciate ligament, that I'm going to tell you afterwards. Then lateral femoral condyle, okay. Then lateral meniscus, and this is the medial meniscus. Lateral collateral ligaments, and this is tibia, big leg bone, and this is the fibula. And here also one of the important structure is patella. So this is a complex joint, junction of the thigh and the leg. The type of the joint, synovial joint, but it is a very complex. There is a condylar joint between the condyle of the femur and condyle of the tibia, two bones, femur and tibia. Saddle joint between the femur and the patella. Okay. So describe the knee joint. Again, the same question. You have to write down all these things. You have to draw the figure. Articulating surfaces. Medial condyle of the femur and medial condyle of the tibia. Simple to remember. Femur and tibia. Lateral condyle of the femur and lateral condyle of the tibia. You remember the femur and tibia. Okay. Then there is also patella and condyles of the femur. These are the articulating surface. Now extra articular structures outside. What are those? Fibrous capsule. Every joint has capsule. Synovial membrane. Ligamentum patelli. Tibial collateral ligament. Fibular collateral ligament. Oblique popliteal ligament. And arcuate popliteal ligaments. So you have to remember these names of the ligaments. Then intra-articular structures, anterior and posterior cruciate ligament, and medial and lateral meniscus. Okay, so these extra-articular structures, intra-articular structures. Next, in the describe of the knee joint, you have to write down the functions of menisci. Sky is a plural, meniscus is a singular. Shock absorber, very interesting. Then lubrication of the joint cavity, deepens the articular surface of the condyles of tibia. So because of the deepening, they become the congruent, very parallel with the condyles of femur. These menisci are also pain sensitive. So immediately understand whenever there is a trauma, oh my God, my meniscus may be having problem. Okay. Menisci divide the knee in two compartments. Upper compartment that is made for flexion and extension. Flexion, extension. Okay. And lower compartment is for medial rotation, lateral rotation. Medial rotation, lateral rotation. Now blood supply to the knee joint, anastomosis, a network of the blood vessels around the knee joint. Nerve supply from the femoral nerve, sciatic nerve, and obturator nerve. Three nerves, they are going the signals for the flexion, extension, all the movements. Neuromuscular junction is there, and nerve supply, they make the movements through the muscles. Okay, next, describe the knee joint. You have to describe movements of the knee. First is a flexion, like here. This is just for example. This is not the knee joint. This is the elbow. Okay. So flexion by hamstring muscle, extension by quadriceps femoris, medial rotation inside, semitendinous and semimembranous. These are the muscles. Lateral rotation, bicep femoris. Don't get confused over bicep over here. Bicep femoris. Okay. So these are the different movements. Why the knee joint is weak? Because femoral condyles are large and convex. Femoral, upper thigh, and but tibia condyles are small and shallow. So it's little bit mismatch, like a husband and wife mismatch, because this is large and convex, this is small and shallow. So the joint is weak, knee joint. But nature has taken care. Remember, actually, patellofemoral articulation is also very insecure. How that particular patellofemoral articulation is made stable? It is originally weak, but the nature has tried to make it strong by different meniscus is a singular, menisci is a plural, and also the different ligaments. You have to remember the names of menisci and ligaments. Now the last part is applied anatomy. Every anatomical aspect, because this particular my video will be useful first year BMS, fourth year BMS, when you do the surgery, Shalya Tantra, there also anatomical base is very important. And in the practice also, when you do the massages, when you do some Janu Basti treatment, any leg massage or the thigh massage, you must know which are the muscles, which are the joints, how we should move that joints. Okay. So this is applied anatomy is very important for our medical general practice. Osteoarthritis, very common geriatric problem. This is the arthritis of the old age. Sandhigata vata in Ayurveda, because Shleshak cuff, synovial fluid becomes less and that bones become rubbing to each other and they create a typical sound that is called as a crepitus. While the sitting, standing, moving the knee joint, there is a sound. There is a sound during the movement that is called as a crepitus. Okay. Injury to the menisci is very, very common in the even young age, in the children, when they jump lot, when they run marathon without taking much care, menisci may be injured. Okay. Then hemarthrosis, blood inside the bone, joint, blood inside the joint is called as hem. Hem means blood, arthrosis due to the trauma. Due to the overactivity of the knee joint, damage to the anterior cruciate ligament. Many times ligamental tear is also there. So two types of the injuries, meniscal injury or the ligamental injury, they are very delicate and dangerous to treat it. Okay. Arthroscopy, scopy means to look inside the joint. That is done with the typical arthroscopy by the orthopedic surgeons before especially the TKR treatment, total knee replacement. I will suggest all my patients, all my friends, all my viewers, before taking the decision of TKR, total knee replacement, you must visit to the Ayurvedic hospital or the Vaidya nearby or to me to get treated your osteoarthritis as much as possible without invasion. I'm not saying TKR is a bad, but try to take possible treatments from Ayurvedic fraternity and then you take the decision of TKR. Okay. So my dear friends, this is all about the knee joint. If you find any topic difficult from your any subject from first year to last year, and if you want ready-made answers of any question papers from the previous years, you want to make such type of the videos, I all do these services, paid services. You just WhatsApp me 9226810630. PPT will audios, videos will be made as per requirement or as per demand of the students or the teachers. So I wish all the best. Take care. And so I always request all of you to subscribe my YouTube channel, to like this video, to share this video, because Deshpande wants some genuine support from the nice, genuine viewers. I wish all the best. Take care. We will see you in the next video. Thank you. And I wish all the best for the study as well as exam.